I think from our side, we've looked at it in different ways, and much similar to what Chioma said, but we come from a background of providing tech services for over 12 years, tech experts, and we've been doing that for some of the biggest technology firms across the world, governments, and enterprises. Understanding their needs and ensuring that they can work 24/7 all the time. And most of what we've done is providing our services, building them organically from within the company, from within the group. So Tech Experts is from a group of companies called YMV Group. And within that, we have several categories of different companies. Some provide tech support, some provide tech skilling, and then Cytek is the cybersecurity company. And from that, we've gotten to understand that clients will need security services in 4 different ways from our own approach. Is either we approach them from advisory services, where we advise them on their security requirement. That's from the basics, where they don't probably know where to go at the very beginning. And sometimes when they do that, it becomes capacity building. How do we ensure that we train them and we ensure that they have the right cybersecurity, they understand what they need to protect themselves. Then the next one is implementation. Maybe they don't even understand how they should implement the security services. So with our skilling company called Elevate, we can train them, provide them with capacity building, and then we can implement through tech experts professional services. But beyond that, we also have come to realize that it's not all companies that want to implement or have the means to implement their own security services. For example, to build a security operating center, a SOC. So it goes back to why companies decided to go into cloud services. I mean, a few decades ago, I mean, for you, if a small business was to bring themselves online, they would need to spend a lot of money buying servers and all that until cloud services came and people could subscribe. So the fourth one is helping them with managed security services or managed SOC services, where we provide them with security services to run, to come on board, they can subscribe, and in very cost-effective ways to do that. So we approach it in different ways, depending on the kind of customer, depending on what they need. Each country comes with its own regulatory requirements, and some will require that you register to do certain things, some will not require. And the registration process could be different. And so it depends on the country you're working with. And that's what we've seen everywhere we've gone to and everywhere we've tried to work. But what we have done is look at those requirements and adapt to it, ensure that we have the right requirements to work. And that helps a lot in creating whatever service we want to create. And I mean, if we look at what we're doing with Cytek, for example, and why we started in the places that we started and why we have the kind of people that we have running the service or running the company as it is, it's based on those requirements. Number one, you need very, very strong security. So we looked across our different, because we run a global delivery system, and so we looked across our different hubs. And we worked with the different people, and then we looked at how they can go into different areas. And some of the implementations that we've done involve us in deploying for governments, institutions, and being able to do that, you will definitely need references. So we needed to work with professionals who had that, and we have them amongst us. And then there's also continuous skilling, ensuring that you have the right skills and everything. So that conglomerate, that 360-degree service that we have kind of like helps us to adapt to different environments, different areas that we go to work.